Hi everyone, my name is Emeka Crystal Aduaka. I am a 20-year-old hyper-realistic artist from Lagos, Nigeria, where it happens. So basically, this is me, my studio, my workspace, and I'm hanging out with my arts. I studied science in school, but yeah, I'm doing what I love, which is art and drawing. I've always been a sucker for drawing, and it's been a long time dream of mine to draw and let my artwork speak. The thing about art is patience. You have to have patience for art, because if you rush it, it comes out messy and you wouldn't really like the result you get. I've been on some exhibitions. I've had some exhibitions. Um, I had one in Lekki. I had an art fest in Lekki. I had one in Festac. I've been so numerous exhibitions, and going there, meeting people who do what I do, and their own ways and their own styles. Looking at everything is just makes me feel so humble and grateful that I have something that I can showcase to the world, which is my art. Okay, I was when I was drawing, I think I saw a work and it looked very real. That was when I came to know about hyperrealism. I I had no idea of hyperrealism from the start. But when I saw the work and how real it looked, I immediately, something just sparked in my mind, like, how can I make my work like this? How can I make my work look so real? Like, what is hyperrealism? That was when I started doing some studies and found out hyperrealism is just drawing, sculpting, or painting an image so that it looks like a high definition photograph. So I started working on that. I started putting more details to my work. I started taking more time into my work and putting more effort and focus into art. And with time, my work gradually started improving, getting better, and looking more realistic than before. That was how I was able to achieve this. Basically, I work in my room, my little cubicle. You know, doesn't necessarily, you don't necessarily need like a very large space or a large studio, but just something that you can just be comfortable and you can have peace, when drawing or doing whatever you want. So my room is my workspace. I have a work that I titled Hope. During that time, I was having a lot of challenges and problems, thinking, worrying. Many things were happening all at once, and it was just weighing me down. I didn't even have the strength to draw. I was just feeling emotionally, physically weak because of some challenges and stuff. But I did that piece to remind me of how I got through that phase, how God took me out of that phase. And you'll be seeing it, the pictures. Hope, I did hope. And also, the work behind me, Beauty in a Beast, is all about the positive and negative, the good and bad. Every human being you see has a flaw, has something that is not really good per se. Like the work behind me, Beauty in a Beast, you see a beautiful face, but then her body is hairy and looks so rough, and you just feel like, okay, such beautiful person having a skin like that or a body like that. But it's all about the connection and how everything brings out the good. Because everything, I believe everything is beautiful. My inspiration, yeah. First of all, God is my inspiration. Like, God, my family, the people I see, what happens in the country, things that I see around me, my environment. Before I get on to a piece, I take my photographs of trying to like create something that's going to like speak to people, something that people can relate to. And materials I use, I use Strathmore Bristle vellum paper. I use Strathmore because of its thickness and its weight. It allows the graphite and charcoal. Graphite pencils. I use graphite pencils also. Faber-Castell graphite pencils, for those of you who would like to know. Also, I use New General's charcoal pencil, 6B soft. Those are the little instruments that I use that help me create this hyper-realistic images I have here. And also, I make use of some little materials like Q-tips, that's cotton buds. I make use of brushes. Some people will be like, why brushes? But it helps with the blending. It makes the work so smooth and also helps with realism. Some of the titles I have, I researched on them, while some I just got it out of inspiration. And the thing about titles, it's a tag, something that edifies the work. And a good title, like a good name, a recent work of mine I titled Mindscape. It's all about just leaving your comfort zone and like trying to think outside the box. This little maze in your mind that just keeps you there stuck. But when you think outside the box, you escape from that little reality and also launch out to the world.
My name is Reverend Dr. Obidi Chris Aduaka. I am the father of Olisemeka Crystal Aduaka, the artist. And as a father, I noticed some special talent in the young man. From the time he was very young, he will always draw all manner of things on top of every paper. He will draw Spider-Man, he will draw some cartoon things, and I used to tell the mothers, come, this young man is very, very talented, and I'm going to make him to study robotics in the university. But honestly, some things we think and imagine are not the way they come. Right now, as I'm talking, he has gone to art, and it's now a hyper-realistic artist and drawing with pencils and charcoals. And not really the robotic stuff we are looking at, the way it is. And though I'm a science student, he took to arts. And that's why sometimes when parents dream of making their children lawyer, doctor, you have to understand that these things are in the children, and we have to encourage them to actually realize every of their dreams. I am his #1 supporter, honestly, #1 fan. I always come around if I'm around to watch the way he draws, and sometimes I am also his #1 critic. If I see something that I might not like, I'll tell him, look, I can see this guy's nose or the lady's nose is so big or so he will tell me and explain that actually a hyper-realistic artist must showcase whatever that the artwork is trying to express, both shadow, both anything, and I have learned to actually appreciate and understand this. And before, I don't really like artwork, but for now, I have become a very good lover of art, and I'm glad that my son is an artist.
Basically, I've heard so many people say, okay, it's art is not lucrative, but art is lucrative. Like, people make People make so much money from art that normal people don't see because you're not art inclined, or you're not just thinking art. But art can also be a means of livelihood. And I'm going to take my art to the next level. I'm going to expand my art and, just show myself to the world. My art is going to be in galleries around the world, museums, and just having exhibitions here and there, touring the world, traveling because I love traveling, and just take it to the next level. Make some money out of it. You can check me out on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at Aduaka_art. On Twitter, Aduaka_art. On Facebook, Aduaka. It's been so much fun hanging out with you guys. I've had so much fun, trust me, and I would hopefully like to see you again. So hit me up on my DM, send your messages if you're an artist and you want to know how I do my art and some other things. Just hit me up, Aduaka_art. Thank you.
Soul TV.